Hello, everybody. Today I'm here to talk about the Disney Heroes Battle Mode Update 1.16. In this update, they're adding Tron from Tron, and they're adding Hank and Dory from Finding Dory. They're also adding the Challenger Seasons, which is a new kind of mode to the game. And then there's a lot of different improvements and bug fixes. But first we're just going to go through the characters. So first up is Tron. I think he looks pretty good. I'm not sure what iteration this is from. I know he looks like this in Kingdom Hearts, but he looks pretty good, I think. They seem to be adding a lot of characters from the original series. Like, for example, they're going to be adding Syndrome from The Incredibles soon. And this is another one where Tron has been in the game for a long time, and they're finally adding a new character to it. And Tron will be specifically the Arena and Coliseum Challenger character, so that he'll only show up if you have that unlocked, which I'm not in the Challenger section, so I will not be getting this character anytime soon. But I'm sure that eventually they'll make it available outside of that, and if they don't, well, I guess I'll have to get into Challenger then. I don't know what I'm going to do. But we're going to go through the skills. The first one is the IO barrier, where Tron removes all the buffs from enemies and also deals damage to all of those enemies. And he also gets a barrier, which I'm guessing is kind of just like a normal shield for each of the characters. The distributed process skill. This is a big one here. When he comes into battle, he has a light barrier on him at the front, I guess, which is really good, I think. And then it also gives hardy to the person that's leading the team. And then he also receives bonus skill power. And he also gives this hardy bonus to a lot of the allies. And then the system patch skill heals himself and the ally who has the least HP, which is also pretty great. I forgot to mention that he is a support hero, so he's going to be helping out more people than himself. And then the firewall skill is when you've put a lot of hardy on an ally, damage is dealt to nearby enemies and they are stunned. And then the shielded and light red skill helps out with the IO barrier and the distributed process skill. His friendships are with Gizmo Duck and Kevin Flynn, which both make a lot of sense. So we're going to move on to Hank and Dory. Now we just got Gerald, Marlin, and Nemo last time, so we knew that this was coming this time. And I really like how this looks. I think Dory looks great in the little coffee pot, and Hank is one of my favorite characters from that movie. And they're actually going to be the sign-in hero for March, which I wasn't really expecting. I kind of thought maybe they would add the Onward characters, and that would be the sign-in hero for March, but I guess they're not doing that. So going through the skills, the crafty camouflage. I'm guessing it's going to be like Scar and Violet skill, where they go invisible for a while. But it also blinds enemies while they are camouflaged. And then Inked is a skill that takes effect at the beginning of each wave, where they swing into the enemy line, both dealing damage and blinding the enemies, which is kind of like Dash and other characters that attack right away at the beginning of a battle. Then the whale call skill involves Dory calling out like a whale, as we've seen in the movies. And I guess a whale tail does appear and hits the enemies in the battlefield, which I can't wait to see that in action. Then a bit forgetful. When Hank and Dory are disabled, Dory forgets what just happened, and it takes all the debuffs off of her and also heals them. Man, it feels really creative for this character. I really like all these skills. And then they just keep swimming, of course. It's kind of like with Tron. It uses the hardy buff for your allies. So their only friendship right now is with Rafiki, which kind of seems weird to me. I guess I wonder how they're going to develop that. They also released a bunch of new red skills for a lot of characters. but I'm not going to go into that. You can look at that on your own. I'm going to talk about the Challenger seasons, the new kind of the reason that this update is considered a big update. So both Arena and Coliseum players who have made it to the Challenger tier will be able to participate in the season, which I guess is just some different challenges, and it'll show you the rules and bonuses for each month. And all you'll do is you will be adding buffs and debuffs to specific hero stats, and these rules will affect both you and your and the people that are attacking you. And you can promote through different divisions in the Challenger sections. And yeah, each different season will have a bunch of different rules and bonuses. And leagues will be about 30 people large at the most. And once you get into a Challenger tier, you fight and rank against other players who are also in that tier. And each day you'll get some opponent keys based on which league you're in. And then you can unlock an opponent in order to attack them. And you're also given 3 fight attempts in doing so. And I guess there are 3 scores in Challenger: the fight score, the best fight score, and the total fight points. And the regular fight score is for a single opponent. Best fight score is your best one earned against a single opponent. And then the total is all of the attacks that you did against all the opponents. And let's see here. So you're able to promote 1 or 2 divisions at a time depending on how high you are in the tier once promotion takes place. And there are a bunch of different rewards that you can get for this. There are daily rewards, but at the end of the final rank, at the end of the week, you'll also be getting weekly rewards, which I'm guessing that's where Tron is going to come from, since it says it includes exclusive hero chips. So maybe Tron won't be the only one available in this specifically. I'm not really sure, but I guess so that what you're aiming for is to get a champion crown at the end of the week. And that's, I'm guessing, the best person in either your tier or just all of it in general. After that, they go through some hero updates. Again, I'm not going to go through that, but I will look at some of the improvements. Everyone can now participate in the Diamond Quest, which is a really good way to just get Diamond Crates for playing every day. And you can max upgrade skills, which helps save time when you just want to upgrade as much as you can at one time. The level up slider also helps, or they've also made a bit better, which I appreciate. They've added some guild perks, and they've also moved the claim all button to the top of the mail list, which I really appreciate, because at the bottom of the mail list it's kind of useless. They added a collection group for DuckTales, which makes sense because they've added so many of them. And there are some bug fixes that I won't go over. But like I said already, Tron will be available in the Arena and Coliseum season rewards. I expect him to eventually be available somewhere else, but some characters have been exclusive to certain places, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get Tron, but I'll try to level up some heroes and see what I can do. And the update is supposed to come out on Tuesday. Now, we've seen this before, especially with big updates. There may be a problem with it coming out on Tuesday. It might come out on Wednesday or even Thursday, which has happened before. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I just want to go into that I kind of hyped up this update. I feel like the developers hyped up this update a lot. And a lot of people were guessing that at least 3 characters would be coming today. And as you can see, that's not the case. I kind of expected 3 and showing off the sign-in hero, but instead they added 1 and the sign-in hero. Like I said, we know Syndrome is coming, so I kind of figured that would be shown off to coincide with the Valentine's event. but that wasn't added either. And I'm a little disappointed because the main pull-in for me is the heroes, and there weren't as many as I expected. Anyways, I don't want to be a downer, so what do you guys think about this update? Again, leave a like if you liked the video. Let me know if you want me to keep doing these. I know I say that every time and I've continued to do it, but it seems like people really do like this. I don't expect an update for another at least 2 weeks, but we'll probably get one pretty early in March, and I definitely expect Syndrome by then. I don't see why he wouldn't be released yet, but anyways, yeah, like I said, this update comes out on Tuesday, so I'll see you guys then when I make the video. Goodbye.